Hey everyone, it's Ashley and today I am bringing you guys the book heart tag. This was created by Sana over at Books and Quills and Jean over at Bookish Thoughts. I will leave their original video linked down below as well as both of their channels linked down below. They are both amazing YouTubers and amazing booktubers and I love them both a lot, so definitely check them out. And this tag is essentially just a bunch of literary love questions, so I'm excited to get started. The first question is favorite literary couple, and this was actually the hardest question for me. I don't have a favorite literary couple. I don't think I could pick just one, but I decided to go with basically all the couples in Harry Potter, but I think I'm actually going to go with Lily and James, mainly because I just think that not only did they love each other, but their love for other people in their lives was just so great that they were an amazing literary couple together as well as separate. But I also really like pretty much all the couples in this. I know some people are not fans of certain couples, but I love Harry and Ginny, and I love Ron and Hermione, and I love Lupin and Tonks, and just, I love it all, guys. Love it all. And question number 2 is favorite fictional boyfriends. You're supposed to name 3. Bear in mind, these might not be my top 3 so much as just the 3 that came to mind first. And first we have Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker. You guys know this about me. I love me some Peter Parker. So much. The second favorite literary boyfriend is Levi from Fangirl. I just love him. He's so adorable and so sweet, and Rainbow Rowell creates the best book boyfriends. And my last favorite fictional boyfriend is Cricket Bell from Lola and the Boy Next Door. I love Cricket so much. I think he's probably my favorite part of this entire novel, actually. Yeah. Question number 3 is your least favorite romantic literature trope. And for this, I'm actually repeating kind of what they said in their original video, and I'm going with the whole like, and I was holding a breath that I didn't realize I was holding thing. I am not a fan. I know that some people think it's like ironically funny, and I get that. I get that some people could think it's ironically funny, but in all honesty, for me, it's just annoying. Like, at this point, it's been used so much, I don't understand why it's being continued to be used. The first few times, I'm sure it was fine, but at this point, it just kind of annoys me. Question number 4 is, what literary couple do you think are actually bad for one another? And for this, I'm actually choosing a couple that it's actually quite obvious that they're bad for each other, and I'm not going to spoil the book for you, but I'm not being overly original, I guess. And I'm going to go with Jay Gatsby and Daisy Buchanan from The Great Gatsby. I know people who like love them as a literary couple, and in all honesty, I just don't get it. But yeah, I don't like them together. I mean, I don't think Daisy's a nice person at all, but I just don't think that they work. I think that it's a very, very unhealthy relationship, but I also think that that's clear when you read it, so the next question is your favorite book-to-movie adaptation couple. So I guess like your favorite couple that was in a book that got adapted to a movie. And I could not pick anything for this. In all honesty, this whole tag actually was very hard for me to pick things. But I do really love Henry and Claire from The Time Traveler's Wife, and I do think that they were portrayed very, very well in the movie, so I'm going to say them. I'm also a fan of Katniss and Peeta, and I think that they're also portraying it extremely well in the movies, so I'm going to go with those two, but I could have a lot more. The next question is, what book do you think is the best book to read with a significant other? I.e. the way that Kath reads to Levi and Fangirl. And for this, I am being super unoriginal again, but to be fair, this book is actually very close to me, and it just so happens to also be the same book that Kath reads to Levi and Fangirl, and that is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I have actually read this with a significant other before, and I just, honestly, this book is one of my favorite books of all time, and I think that like almost anyone and everyone can enjoy reading this book, which is another really good reason why it would be good to read with anyone else, like another significant other. But yeah. Plus, I feel like if I read it with a significant other, I'd also kind of be sharing like a piece of my book heart because I love this book so much, so yeah. The Outsiders. Question number 7 is, which book would you say is your favorite book of all time if you were on a first date? And this is pretty much a no-brainer for me. I would say Harry Potter. And If they asked me to pick a specific Harry Potter book, I would probably go with the 5th one, but it would be a little bit difficult, but that would probably be where I would initially go because it's the one that I've read the most often. Question number 8 is, what do you think is the best book post-breakup? So pretend that one of your friends just had a breakup. What book would you recommend to them to read? And I would recommend The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashers. I would recommend this for so many reasons. One, there is a lot of romance that goes on in this book, but a lot of it deals with how to deal with unrequited love and how to deal with breakups and how to deal with all of that kind of stuff. But the main reason I'd recommend this book is because it focuses so much on the importance of friendship, and I think that after a breakup it's really important to focus on the fact that your relationships, yeah, they're gonna come and go, and maybe eventually you'll find one that lasts forever, and that's amazing, but ultimately your friendships are far, far more important than your relationships could ever be. Question number 9 is your favorite same-sex couple, and for this I am going with this book. I'm not gonna say who in the book, because I actually think that's a huge spoiler, but there is a couple in this book, and I love them. If you haven't read this, please do. And the last question is, what book would you give someone to show your affection for them? And for this, I don't really have an answer because my answer would be their favorite book. So I would get to know them and I would get to know what they like and what they don't like, and if they had a favorite book, maybe I'd find a really pretty edition of that book or get that book signed or something and give them that book. Otherwise, once I knew what kind of books they liked, I'd probably come up with a recommendation based on them as a person versus based on myself. But I guess if I was giving someone a book like from me to show, like for them to read like one of my favorite books, maybe to show them that like I care about them enough that I want them to read one of my favorite books, I would either make them read Harry Potter if they had not read Harry Potter yet, or I would buy them a copy of The Outsiders and maybe I would read it with them. Who knows? So that is the book heart tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to tag a few people now. I am going to tag Jamie from Omar Burks, Beth from BethJune327, Fran from Fran Off the Gray, and Susie from Read Susie Read. And also you, if you want to do this tag, please always do this tag. Consider yourself tagged by me, and always comment down below with the link to your video so that I can watch it. And otherwise, I will see you guys soon with another video. Happy reading. Bye!